we have discussed Ohm's law, drift velocity, resistivity, relation between current and drift velocity, mobility. Then we have discussed the dependence of resistance. Then we have seen the effect of temperature on resistivity for different materials, and lastly we have discussed ohmic and non-ohmic conductors and their graph. Now in this class we are going to discuss about the carbon resistance. So first we will discuss what is the need of carbon resistance. As in previous class we have seen that the resistance depends on the length. So in any circuit, if you need the large resistance, then you need a long length of wire. That will make your circuit complicated. Now to avoid these complications, we use the carbon resistance. These carbon resistors are very compact. It is just like the one wheat grain, and it is a two-terminal device. So now we will discuss how to understand the value of that carbon resistance. So you see, this carbon resistance is a two-terminal device. It looks like this. Now there are some rings on these carbon resistors. So on some carbon resistors there are either 3 rings or 4 rings. So what is the meaning and what is the color coding that we will see. So here, to understand that color coding, we will write first B. Roy, Great Britain, very good wife. Then we will write wearing gold, silver necklace. Now B stands for black. Then second is brown. Then R is for red. Then it is orange. Then yellow. Then this is green. Then this is blue. V is for violet. G is for grey. And lastly it is white. This G is for gold. Then it is silver. And then no ring. Now how you will remember this? For that you learn one sentence. What is that sentence? It is B. Roy, Great Britain. You omit here the grammar. So B. Roy, Great Britain, very good wife, wearing gold, silver necklace. Now see, here first is this B for black, second B is for brown, Roy, R for red, O for orange, Y for yellow, Great, out of that you take G for green, then Britain or Britain, it is blue, then very, violet, grey, and wife, W is white. Wherein you have to omit here gold, silver necklace. So this way you remember this color coding. Now black stands for 0 value, brown stands for 1, red for 2, orange for 3, then yellow for 4, green 5, blue 6, violet 7, grey 8, white is 9. And this gold, silver and no ring represent the tolerance. What is tolerance, that I will tell later on. So gold is for plus minus 5%, silver is for plus minus 10% and no ring is for plus minus 20%. So these are the values. Now see how we calculate the value of any carbon resistance. So take the example that suppose first ring is red, second ring is yellow and third ring is suppose green. Okay. So now the value of resistance. R represents the red. Red is 2. So red represents the seconds digit. Then is yellow. Yellow is for 4. Yellow is having the value 4. So 4 is representing the ones digit. Means these first two rings represent second and ones digit into always. Third ring represent the power of 10. So third color is green. So green stand for 5. So it is 10 raised to 5. Unit is ohm. So the value of this carbon resistance is 24 into 10 raised to 5 ohm. It has no ring, means its tolerance is 20%. Now what is tolerance? Tolerance gives you the value which is less or more than the actual value. For example, if any resistor is having 100 ohm value, and if it has a plus minus 20% tolerance, means when you measure the value of resistance using multimeter, you may get its value plus 80 ohm to 120 ohm. So you will get the value between these two values. If the tolerance is 5%, then you may get the value 95 to 105 ohm. So this is the tolerance one. Okay, so now we will take one more example. Suppose the color coding in this carbon resistance is, suppose this is brown, this is black, this is BR is brown, black, and again it is brown. And next one we will take gold. Now first ring represents the seconds digit, so brown stand for 1, so it is 1. Then second ring represents ones digit, that is 0, so it is 10. Third ring represents the power of 10. So 10 into brown is for 1 ohm. Gold ring is plus minus 5%. So value of the resistance is 10 into 10, that is 100 ohm, plus minus 5%. So this is the answer of the carbon resistance, means the value of the carbon resistance. So this way, if any color coding is given, from that color coding you can find out its value, and according to your requirement you can connect it in a circuit. In the carbon resistors, the range of value is very wide. It is from 1 ohm to few mega ohms. So that is why carbon resistors are very useful as compared to the wire resistance in electronic devices. Now we will see some combinations of resistors. Now you see in these all values you will never get 1.5, 2.5 like that values. Okay, minimum value is 1. So here we need the combination of resistors to get the desired values. So in 10th class already you have studied the combination of resistors. So again same topic in 12th class we have to discuss, so we will revise it very fast. So you give the heading that combination of resistors. So first we will discuss series combination. So n number of resistors we can connect in series, but for our convenience here we are going to connect only the 3 resistors to the circuit or in a circuit of values R1, R2, R3. It is connected to the external source of potential difference V. So here through this circuit or battery will draw the current I. That same current will flow through all resistors. So potential developed across R1 will be, let it be V1, across R2 it is V2, and across R3 it is V3. Now according to Ohm's law, the potential developed across resistor R1 is V1 is equal to I R1. Similarly, V2 is equal to I R2. V3 is equal to I R3. Means in series combination the same current flows through all the resistors, but the potential developed across each resistor is different. From the concept of potential difference, we can say that total potential applied is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. So substitute the values here, and total potential is what? Total potential is I into R equivalent. It is equal to I, take I R1 for first resistor we will write, plus I R2 plus I R3. So you take I common here, R1 plus R2 plus R3. So this I is cancelled with the left side. So you will get R equivalent, or you can call it as a RS also, R1 plus R2 plus R3. So what it shows? It shows that when the resistors are connected in a series, the effective resistance increases. So write the node points. So write first node point, when the resistors are connected in series, the effective resistance increases, and it is greater than the greatest value of resistor in the given combination. Second node point is that when the resistors are connected in series, the current through each resistor is same. Now we will discuss the combination for parallel. So give the heading parallel combination of resistors. So again, n number of resistors you can connect here in parallel. For our convenience, here I am connecting the only 3 resistors. Let it be R1, R2 and R3. These 3 resistors are connected to the external source, that is V. Now the battery will draw the current I. Now when the current comes to this junction, now it has 3 different paths. So according to the Ohm's law, because now you see all 3 resistors are in parallel, so potential difference across each resistance is V. So according to now Ohm's law, the current through each branch is different. So let it be I1, I2, I3 respectively. So we will write according to Ohm's law, I1 is equal to V upon R1, I2 is equal to V upon R2, I3 is equal to V upon R3. Similarly, total current I is equal to V upon R equivalent. Now, as total current I is divided in I1 plus I2 plus I3, so you add them, substitute the values, take the common and simplify your equation. So here you will take V common and cancel with the LHS, so you will get 1 upon R equivalent. This you can call as 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. So when the resistors are connected in parallel, the effective resistance is less than the least value of resistor connected. And how you are going to calculate? 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 is equal to 1 by RT. So write the node point here also. So first node point is that when resistors are connected in parallel, the effective resistance of the circuit is less than the least value of the resistance connected in that combination. Second note point is that when the resistors are connected in parallel, the current through each resistor is different, but the potential difference across each resistor is same. So now here we have to discuss different combinations, series and parallel combinations of resistors, that when numerical I will take, that time we will discuss it.